One of the biggest challenges that new Amazon FBA sellers have in growing their Amazon business is they don't have enough money to invest in inventory. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I went from being a broke college student with a Discover credit card to unlocking almost $1 million in funding for my Amazon FBA business. The Amazon gurus charge a lot of money for this information, and I'm going to give it to you for free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brad Sherman. I'm a 27-year-old full-time Amazon FBA seller that turned $200 into a 7-figure business. I've been running my Amazon FBA business for 5 years, and I've been able to build a business that makes me money all day long, even while I sleep. If you're looking to do the same thing, you've come to the right place, because on this channel, I share tons of free information about how you can start and scale your Amazon FBA business, even if you're a complete beginner. Today, I want to show you that it is possible to unlock massive amounts of funding for your Amazon FBA business as long as you have a little patience and persistence. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. 5 years ago, when I started my business, I walked into a Marshall's with a Discover credit card in college that had a $2,000 credit limit. And from there, I slowly but surely accumulated more and more credit that allowed me to scale into a multi-6-figure line of credit. And I'm going to walk you through in this video of how I did that and what you can do to put yourself in a position to unlock more credit for your business, to buy more inventory, and make your business more profitable. Quick disclaimer is that this is not financial advice, and I'm not an accountant or a financial advisor. Be sure to always seek the advice of a professional and don't take on too much debt. The first thing that we have to realize when selling on Amazon is that Amazon FBA, especially Amazon FBA wholesale, is a capital intensive business. In order to start selling on Amazon, it doesn't require that much capital. But in order to scale your business to multi-6 figures and multi-7 figures, you are going to need to get your hands on more funding. The primary vehicle for funding that I have used to scale my business is debt. Now, I know in the traditional line of thinking that you might think debt is bad, but the reality is that if you're utilizing debt for business purposes in order to scale your business faster and profitably, debt is an amazing tool to do this. Racking up personal debt with credit cards is a terrible decision, and I wouldn't advise it for anyone. But if you're using debt as a means of scaling your Amazon FBA business, this is a different story. Amazon FBA is an inventory-based business, and that means as you grow your business, you're going to need to invest more money into that business in order to see the continued growth. This differs from something like a service-based business where you collect the cash up front and the burden is on you to deliver a valuable service to your client. With an inventory-based business like Amazon FBA, we are investing in products in order to generate us more money and then taking that money and reinvesting it into more products. So the faster we can accumulate more capital to invest in new products, the faster we are going to be able to scale our business. So let's go back to the beginning. When I walked into that Marshall's with a $2,000 line of credit on my Discover card, how did I slowly but surely accumulate more capital to where I am today, which is at $1 million in funding? Well, let's talk about it. The first thing you want to do is open up your first credit card. It's going to be really hard to scale your Amazon FBA business by purely growing organically. This being said, I always advocate organic growth in the beginning. This is especially true because if you're a new seller, you don't always know what you're doing in terms of buying decisions. So the best thing you can do is start with some organic capital, save up about $3,000 to $5,000, and then use this as money to invest in multiple different products to then sell on Amazon. But if you've already done this and now you're looking to grow that $3,000 to $5,000 lump sum of money that you've invested into products at a faster rate, the first thing you have to do is open up a new credit card. So if you don't have a credit card at all, opening up a credit card is going to allow you to scale your business faster by accumulating business credit. So when you open your credit card, you want to apply in both your business EIN and your social security number. The reason for this is because that any credit card lending company is also going to want to see and pull on your personal credit in addition to your business credit. This is because especially if you're a brand new business, you're not going to have any business credit. But the only way to start to accumulate that business credit so that we can unlock massive amounts of funding for our business is by putting our business EIN on that credit application. So when you apply for your first credit card, make sure to include your business EIN on that credit card application. And if you have no idea where to start on what credit cards to sign up for as a beginner Amazon FBA seller, I've linked my top credit cards video up above, so make sure to check it out. Once you've been approved for your first credit card, they are going to give you a certain credit limit. And as a beginner, I would recommend starting with 12 or 15 month 0% APR credit cards with no annual fee. There are a bunch of great credit cards by both Chase and American Express that offer you large welcome bonuses and allow you to have that 12-month 0% interest period. This is going to put you in a better position because you won't have to be paying for a cost of capital as you scale your business and invest money into inventory with your new credit card. So I would recommend, depending on the amount of money that Chase or American Express gives you in your new credit card, I would recommend investing in multiple different products to mitigate your risk as a beginner. You don't want to take your entire $5,000 credit limit and put it all on the line with one product as a beginner. The best thing to do, especially if you're doing Amazon FBA wholesale, is place multiple orders for different products in smaller quantities. This allows you to go wide instead of going deep, and it won't get you stuck with inventory that you can't sell, and it will also allow you to maximize the dollars that you have available to you at the time. And once you've done this, you're going to now invest in those products, sell them on Amazon FBA, and with the payment that comes back from Amazon, you're going to take those funds and pay down your credit cards. And the faster that you can pay down your credit cards and the greater quantity that you can pay those credit cards down in, the faster and more capital you're going to unlock for your Amazon FBA business. So the most important thing that you can be doing is reading Keepa. If you're not familiar with what Keepa is, I've linked above a video that does a full breakdown that I created on how to read a Keepa chart. Keepa is going to be your Bible when making investment decisions into products because it's going to allow you to make purchases in inventory that will sell through quickly, and then you can use the money from Amazon that comes back in order to pay your credit cards down. From here, once you've established several months of history with this credit card, you can then either request a limit increase with the credit card company or apply for another credit card. One of the best things that you can do as an Amazon FBA seller is credit card hacking. This is because we're investing money into profitable inventory. We can actually open up multiple different credit cards at a time in order to get crazy welcome bonuses and travel the world for free. This is exactly what I've done for my Amazon FBA business, and it's allowed me to fly first-class flights and stay in luxury hotels all for free because I spend money on profitable inventory with my credit cards. Once you've applied for your second credit card, you then want to rinse and repeat the process that I told you for the first credit card, and then continue to apply for more and more credit cards. A common misconception, and this is again because of society's faulty way of thinking, is that you shouldn't be opening multiple different credit cards, when in fact, this could not be further from the truth. One of the best ways to grow your credit is by opening multiple different credit cards and then using these credit cards to buy profitable inventory for your Amazon business, and then continuously paying those credit cards down. This is going to allow you to unlock more credit at a faster rate and scale your Amazon business. It's also going to get you better terms with card companies like Chase and American Express. I have multiple six figures available to me in credit with just my American Express cards alone. And the only reason I've been able to do this is because over the past several years, I have done this exact process over and over again. I place small test orders with my wholesale suppliers, go wide and not deep, and I make smart investment decisions into my products so that I can sell through them quickly at a profitable sell price and then take the money that comes back from Amazon in order to reinvest it into new inventory. How do I do that? Well, I pay down the existing balances on my credit cards with the money that comes back from Amazon, and I rinse and repeat the process over and over again. This has allowed me great and flexible terms with American Express as well as Chase. So I would highly recommend taking advantage of this opportunity with those two credit card companies. And there's also other great lenders like Capital One. Once you're a couple years into the process, it might be wise of you to start to explore funding through Amazon lending. Now, I never want to rely too much on Amazon, but about a year ago, I accepted a line of credit, which was the Marcus by Goldman Sachs line of credit, and it was affiliated with my Amazon selling account. So Marcus by Goldman Sachs partnered with Amazon to allow their sellers an option for a line of credit. Now, the first thing I want to explain is the difference between a line of credit and a loan. A line of credit is similar to a credit card in that you have a preset amount of money and you only draw on that line of credit on an as-needed basis. So let's say I've been given a $100,000 line of credit, but I only need $10,000 to invest in my inventory. All I'm going to do is I'm going to apply for that $100,000 line of credit, and then once I'm accepted, I'm going to accept the line of credit, and that doesn't mean I'm getting $100,000. It means I'm getting the option to draw up to $100,000. And from here, I only need $10,000 for my inventory, so I'm going to draw on $10,000 of that $100,000 line of credit, and I still have $90,000 worth of credit available to me if I need to use it for more inventory. The other great advantage of a line of credit is that I'm only paying interest on the amount of money that I draw on. So let's say my fixed interest rate is 6%. Well, I'm only paying 6% of the principal balance that I draw down on, which is the $10,000. Now, if I take out another $10,000, I'm paying 6% on the $20,000. But you have to look at the terms of the line of credit, because this particular line of credit that I accepted was in fact at a fixed rate of about 8%, which was a very good rate. So I went ahead and accepted it, and I used this line of credit to unlock for my Amazon business. This line of credit right here was a $400,000 line of credit. So that is part of how I've been able to unlock almost $1 million in funding for my Amazon FBA business, is by accepting this line of credit and combining it with different credit cards. Now, this being said, the only reason that I'm able to do this is because I've, one, established a long history of both personal and business credit in my Amazon FBA business. And the second thing is that because I took a line of credit that was done through Marcus by Goldman Sachs, which was partnered with Amazon, they were seeing the funds that were coming in and out of our Amazon account. So we sell hundreds and hundreds of products every single day on Amazon. And when the lender was analyzing my account to determine whether I was going to be accepted for the line of credit, they were looking at the payments that were coming out to my bank account through my Amazon selling account, which went into the decision-making process for approval. So it's important to note, this is done in two parts. It's not just getting those credit cards and unlocking more credit and building your credit that way. One of the biggest focuses should be honing in on your buying practices and mitigating risk, while at the same time keeping a 30 to a 45-day supply so that you can turn your inventory quickly, get the cash back, and reinvest it into new products, because this is what's going to slowly build your credit over time. So we talked about what a line of credit is, and this is way different from a loan, because with a loan, you are obligated to accept a lump sum of money. Let's say that's $100,000, and I am immediately paying interest when I sign the dotted line to accept this amount. I don't want to be paying interest on $100,000 if I only need $10,000 worth of it. That's why the better option is lines of credit. But these won't always be available to you as a brand new Amazon seller. So that's why I recommend new sellers throughout the first 2 to 3 years focus on building credit through their credit cards, and then from here you can graduate into Amazon lending of some kind. Amazon's done away with a lot of their lending programs, but this being said, they do have different options available for different Amazon sellers depending on the situation. So you can actually go into your Amazon selling account, click on growth opportunities, and then you can explore the lending options that Amazon is giving to you. I would always recommend opting for a line of credit rather than a loan. That's because a line of credit is way more flexible and you only pay interest on the amount that you draw on. In this video, I shared with you how I went from being a broke college student with a $2,000 Discover credit card limit into unlocking almost $1 million in funding for my Amazon FBA business. And the reality is that this was not an easy or quick process. I've been selling on Amazon for 5 years, and if you've been following me on my journey, I take you through the trials and tribulations that it takes to get there. In this video, we talked about why it's important to start with about $3,000 to $5,000 for Amazon FBA wholesale, and how you can take that organic cash and inject it into your Amazon FBA business to find profitable products to sell. From here, we talked about how you could grow faster by unlocking different credit cards through card companies like Chase and American Express. We also talked about how important it is to be buying inventory that sells quickly at a profitable sell price, which you can only do by analyzing the Keepa chart. And from here, I would always advise to go wide instead of deep, so investing into multiple different products at a time rather than going super deep on one product. You can then take the cash that comes back from Amazon, reinvest it into your business by paying down those credit cards and building your relationship with the credit card companies, and you can continue to rinse and repeat this cycle, opening up new credit cards and request for increased limits on your existing credit cards. From here, you can explore the Amazon lending options that are available to you. And as your business grows over time, you could even look at lines of credit through your bank. If you guys found value in this video, go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps out the videos in the channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing because I'm dropping 2 videos every single week on Thursdays and Sundays. And if you haven't checked out some of the other videos that are on the channel where we talk about shipping your products into Amazon, how you can find profitable products to sell and scale your Amazon business, make sure to scroll through the channel and check those videos out because we go into details on all of it for free. And if you guys aren't following us on other social media channels under Operation AMZ, we're on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.